A never-betraying confidant, a very discreet man, that's what Markus Anderson is known for. This is the same man connected to Jeffrey Epstein's circle, the same man who introduced Meghan Markle to Prince Harry. Two massive secrets. But here's what's strange. Meghan throws everyone away. Friends, family, co-stars, gone. So why does he remain? Let's dive in.
Markus Anderson is very unique in the Meghan Markle Disposable Friends series because Markus is indispensable.
Meet Markus Anderson, the man operating in the shadows of Meghan Markle's entire rise to power. He's not her husband, not her manager, not her publicist, but he's been in her life longer than all of them combined. Why? Born in Peterborough, Ontario, Markus started at rock bottom, a waiter at Soho House in London during his late teens. Nothing glamorous, nothing special, but Markus had something most people don't. He understood how power really works. He climbed from serving drinks to becoming the global membership director and consultant of one of the world's most exclusive club networks. Think about what that means. Markus Anderson controls access. He decides who gets into the rooms where deals are made.
He is the link between so many things about Meghan Markle and Harry, Epstein, Maxwell, and Prince Andrew.
He's always there, but you'll never see him in the photos. That's intentional. He operates in the shadows, connecting the right people at the right time, making things happen without leaving evidence. And for someone like Meghan Markle, a woman hungry for fame and desperate to climb out of cable TV obscurity, Markus was exactly what she needed. Or maybe exactly what someone else needed her to have. Let's go back to 2011. Meghan Markle is in Toronto, filming a show called Suits. She's playing a paralegal on a legal drama that barely registers in the ratings. No red carpets, no magazine covers. She's just another actress grinding it out in an industry that doesn't care about her. Then she meets Markus Anderson at Soho House, Toronto, and suddenly everything changes.
And you can see that Meghan is starting to enter into Canada's sort of social elite.
Doors that were locked start opening. People who wouldn't give her the time of day suddenly want to meet her. Markus introduces her to Jessica Mulroney, wife of Canadian TV host Ben Mulroney. Overnight, Meghan has access to Canada's media elite. Then comes Misha Nono, a fashion designer with serious connections to British high society. Then even Amal Clooney somehow ends up in Meghan's circle. See, this is what makes it weird. How does a cable TV actress suddenly become best friends with one of the most powerful human rights lawyers in the world? She doesn't. Not without someone orchestrating it, not without someone making very specific introductions for very specific reasons. On her now deleted blog, The Tig, Meghan wrote about Markus, "What would I do without you?" That sentence itself tells it all. It's not gratitude between equals, it's dependence. It's acknowledgement that without him, none of this access exists. But here's the question nobody seems to ask. What does Markus get out of this friendship? Because in the elite circles he operates in, nothing is ever free. Everything has a price. Let's talk about Soho House, because understanding Soho House is understanding how Markus Anderson operates. It's not just a club, it's a system, a machine designed to connect the rich, the famous, and the powerful in private spaces where cameras don't reach and questions don't get asked. Private rooms, secret events, carefully curated guest lists, and Markus Anderson controls the keys. He decides who gets in, he decides who gets introduced to whom, he decides who gets opportunities and who gets left outside. This is where celebrities meet billionaires, where actors meet producers, where models meet investors, where deals get made behind closed doors away from prying eyes. Harvey Weinstein is rumored to have been a regular at Soho House locations. He allegedly used those private rooms as hunting grounds, places where he could meet aspiring actresses without anyone watching. And Markus? He knew everyone. Eddie Redmayne, Alexa Chung, the entire fashion elite. He moved through these circles like a ghost, always present but never the center of attention, always facilitating, never participating publicly. For an ambitious actress like Meghan, Markus was the ultimate access point. He could introduce her to anyone, get her into any room, make her seem more important and connected than she actually was.
Nobody cared to listen about Meghan Markle. And the sad part is that even to this day, nobody does.
Vanity, definitely my favorite sin. And Markus Anderson knew exactly how to feed that vanity. He understood what Meghan wanted: fame, status, recognition, royal-level attention. And he had the keys to deliver it all. But access like that always comes with a price. Always. July 2016, this is the moment that transforms Meghan Markle from struggling actress into future duchess. And Markus Anderson orchestrates the entire thing. Prince Harry wants to meet Meghan Markle. But how does a prince quietly arrange to meet an actress without raising suspicion, without the media catching wind, without palace officials interfering? He needs someone who can set it up discreetly, professionally, in a controlled environment. So who does he call? Markus Anderson. The meeting happens at Soho House London, 76 Dean Street, a private room, away from cameras. It's not advertised as a blind date. It's framed as a casual gathering with 7 or 8 mutual friends. Harry already a Soho House member, so nobody questions why he's there. Perfect setup, perfect deniability, perfect execution. But think about this for a second. How does a cable TV actress from Toronto end up in the same private room as a British prince? She didn't make that happen. She didn't have the royal connections. She didn't have that level of access. Markus did. And within months, they're dating. Within a year, the relationship goes public. Within 2 years, she's walking down the aisle at Windsor Castle as the Duchess of Sussex. Was it love at first sight? Maybe for Harry. Or maybe it was something more calculated, something more orchestrated. Something that benefited more people than just the happy couple. Because in the world Markus Anderson operates in, nothing happens by accident. Everything serves a purpose. Here's where the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. Meghan Markle has a very clear, very consistent pattern with people. She uses them, extracts what she needs, and then discards them without looking back. The cast of Suits, invited to her wedding ceremony, but not the evening reception, never contacted again. Nanaki Pretty, her childhood best friend who was supposed to be her maid of honor, cut off completely after one disagreement. Jessica Mulroney, the woman who helped Meghan break into Canadian high society and styled her early appearances, discarded after one public controversy. Her own family? Her father, Thomas Markle, who paid for her private school education and supported her acting dreams for years, cut off and publicly humiliated. Her half-sister Samantha, cut off. Her half-brother Thomas Jr., cut off. They don't exist in her world anymore. This is Meghan's pattern. She climbs the ladder and kicks it down behind her. She uses people for what they can provide, and when they've served their purpose, she moves on without hesitation or guilt. But not Markus Anderson. He's still there. 2017, Invictus Games in Toronto. There's Markus, photographed arm in arm with Meghan, leaning in close, whispering to her like a handler managing an asset. 2018, the royal wedding at Windsor Castle. Markus is on the exclusive guest list. 2019, the controversial New York baby shower that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Markus is there, managing logistics, shielding her from cameras, controlling the narrative. That's not friendship. That's dependency. That's someone who cannot be removed. Fast forward to 2025, Paris Fashion Week, and there's Markus again, still by her side, still carrying her bags, still playing the loyal assistant role. After everything. After the royal exit, after the Oprah interview where she accused the family of racism, after the Netflix documentary, after every failed business venture and public controversy, he's still there. Why? What makes Markus Anderson so different? What does he have that keeps him permanently in her orbit when everyone else gets thrown away? He knows where the bodies are buried, and that makes him untouchable. When you dive deep into the murky waters of Meghan before fame, one name keeps popping up everywhere: Markus Anderson. And here's where it gets disturbing. A photograph surfaces from Phuket, Thailand. It's a poolside scene at an exclusive resort. Wealthy, powerful people lounging in the sun. And there, right in the frame, is a young Markus Anderson. The word is, Epstein and Maxwell were on the same holiday as Prince Andrew. Let that sink in. Years before Markus introduces Meghan to Prince Harry, he was reportedly moving in the same circles as Epstein, Maxwell, and Prince Andrew. And if that's true, this wasn't just a random vacation where strangers happened to cross paths. These were real connections, deep connections, the kind that don't just disappear over time. Soho House and the Epstein network allegedly overlap constantly. Same parties, Same private events, same elite circles operating in spaces where normal rules don't apply. And Markus Anderson moves through both worlds seamlessly, like he's done it his entire adult life. In 2021, David Boies, the high-powered lawyer representing Virginia Giuffre in her case against Prince Andrew, reportedly wanted to depose Meghan Markle. Think about that. Why would he want to question Meghan under oath? Because of her Soho House connections. Because her closest friend and introducer has documented ties to that world. Then there are the persistent rumors about Meghan's past, whispers about yacht girl activities, luxury vessel trips in the Mediterranean with wealthy older men, private parties on boats owned by billionaires. Someone named Adam Horn publicly tweeted asking if Meghan was available for a week in Croatia with friends. He framed it as a joke afterward, but the implication was crystal clear. And where does Markus Anderson fit into all of this? The speculation is dark that he was the facilitator, the introducer, the arranger, the handler who positioned her in the right places at the right times with the right people. The kind of operator who makes things happen behind the scenes without leaving paper trails. He operates in a world where everything is whispered and nothing is documented, where powerful men get what they want and ambitious women get the access they crave in return. It's a dark world, a world most people don't want to believe exists in elite society. But the connections are there, the photographs are there, the patterns are undeniable. And Markus Anderson sits right in the middle of it all, connecting the dots between Epstein's network and a future member of the British royal family. Here's what doesn't add up about Meghan Markle's impossible rise. Let's be completely honest for a moment. She wasn't exceptionally talented, decent actress at best. Suits was her biggest role after years of struggle, and even on that show, she played a supporting character. She wasn't exceptionally beautiful. Attractive, sure, but not the kind of stunning that launches careers or stops people in their tracks. She wasn't exceptionally connected before Markus. She came from a middle-class background. Her father was a lighting director, her mother was a social worker and yoga instructor. And she wasn't exceptionally intelligent or strategic. Look at everything that's happened since she left the royal family. Every single business venture has failed spectacularly. Her Spotify podcast got canceled after producing just 12 episodes. Netflix paid her and Harry millions, and all they've managed to produce is declining viewership and public mockery. She's not a criminal mastermind. She's not some genius strategist playing four-dimensional chess while everyone else plays checkers. Her plans constantly fall apart. Yet somehow, this woman married into the British royal family, one of the oldest, most protected, most scrutinized institutions on Earth. Security services vet everyone who gets close to royals. Background checks go back generations. Every connection gets investigated. How does someone with no exceptional talent, no exceptional beauty, no exceptional intelligence, and no exceptional legitimate connections end up as the Duchess of Sussex? How does someone with rumored ties to activities and yacht girl circles end up marrying a prince? The answer is simple. She didn't do it alone. She had a handler. Markus Anderson has information. He has connections. He has leverage. He's been there through every scandal, every controversy, every explosive interview, and every failed business deal. Never in the spotlight, always in the shadows, watching, guiding, protecting his investment. Think about Meghan's pattern with people. She's a narcissist who uses people ruthlessly and discards them without hesitation. Yet Markus remains untouched. Why? Because he can't get rid of him. Because he knows too much. Because the cost of cutting him off is higher than the cost of keeping him around forever. Or maybe their arrangement goes deeper than friendship. Maybe it's purely transactional. Maybe it always has been. Maybe Markus didn't just help Meghan climb the social ladder. Maybe he built that ladder specifically for her, positioned it against the palace walls, and made sure she climbed every single rung while he stayed safely on the ground, pulling the strings and collecting his payment. A narcissist like Meghan normally eliminates someone who knows too much, unless she literally can't, unless the information he holds is too dangerous, unless exposing him means exposing herself. Some friendships last because of love, others last because they have to. Markus Anderson isn't just Meghan Markle's friend, he's the invisible architect of everything she became, the man who opened doors she couldn't open herself, the man with documented connections to Epstein's network who somehow introduced an actress with a questionable past to a British prince. And maybe, just maybe, he's the reason she can never walk away. So what do you think? Is Markus Anderson just a loyal friend who happened to know everyone? Or is there something much darker going on here? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this opened your eyes to connections you didn't see before, smash that like button, share this with someone who needs to know the truth, and subscribe, because we're just getting started.